Hello viewers, moi Zaren Chimi Himjoy, Hibnan Sabke NLTV Digital News laga cover ekta enika janai diwo. IAS Officer Wilfred Bra, April 9 day, tai laga office chamber secretary day, alleged sexual assault laga false allegation laga opor de clarify kurishe. Media logo de kota Korea homoy de tai bra kurishe ki dai laga khilaf allegations kando sob misa se kurishe. Ekta newspaper laga report de dai laga khilaf FIR darj kurishe kude daige sexual assault alleged kurishe. Daige poila bi ekta similar mamla de noklak TC Korea time de kiraftar kurigina ase kurishe. Dai aro kurishe ki itu do first time no hoy daige January 2021 de bi FIR darj kuri dishe dai laga khilaf de. Dai bra sub tribal bodies Women Association aro student bodies ke request kurishe ki daige safai dubule time tv koigina. Kilimane Poila laga case TV dai nijor ke proof kurule 2 sal lagishe jodi daige Nagaland bra pahar jabule force kurishe kuledo manukan bhabibo daidu kalat kam kuria karni polai jaise koigina aibi tu mamla opode daiki kwase details pra saisabo.
I thought of speaking to media because in today's newspaper there were statements that were written which seems to be counterfactual. Let me give a brief of the whole issue that has been happening. 2016 and 17, a very senior officer of Nagaland approached me to support him to topple the Rio government in form of technical support and money. I refused it, and at that point of time, a group was formed for ensuring support is flowing through for ensuring that the government is toppled and in the next election the government is not coming through. I have facts substantiating it. Let intelligence agencies verify these facts, whether this is correct or not. Second thing, this is not the first time an attempt to arrest me or FIR is going to be filed on me. The first attempt was in the month of January 2021. When in public forum, I countered this officer for saying something against Nagaland. I countered saying that this is not correct. And the next day, I was informed by SP saying that she has received orders to arrest me on priority. And I connected with this officer asking that, sir, what is this? He said, like, I don't know anything. So then the issue was brought to the notice of government and that arrest was avoided because giving a public counter is not a reason for arresting. And it was the name of a tribe was used at that point of time for this creating the scenario for arrest. It was informed that the Tikir tribe has filed a complaint against me, and immediately leaders from Tikir tribe, student and Wafur, and all were contacted. They said our names have been misused. I have the recording details of that. That's the first time. In the month of January, some officers of police department with some others had a meeting to fix me. And in that meeting, it was told that his IAS will be lost and he will be in change soon. Because of that, there was meetings held at district level, and I don't want to disclose more about it because I will be bringing it at a later point of time. There are matters that are sub judice. Now, with respect to Noklak, while I was serving as DC, I found out there were child trafficking happening. And I asked the concerned people to ensure that in every village register is kept, that the modus operandi employed by people are not successful. This is the video. I will be giving the video to you with the timeline where it is clearly stating in 2021 that there should be mechanism put to ensure that child trafficking is not happening because the modus operandi was clearly detailed in this video. Now, instead of that, what I get is a complaint on me. Let's not get into the details of that. Allow me to prove myself in the court, since it is in sub judice. Now, all of a sudden, who are aware of this issue or who were helping me to identify the people, start to go have unnatural death. This is one such. Have you ever seen one person doing suicide with legs on the ground, with hugging the tree? This has been submitted to High Court as part of my representation. He has died the day I left from Noklak. The day I left from Noklak, he was found to be hanging. And a hanging person will not have injuries in his body parts. The photos are here. I'm keeping it for you. You can take it. There are injury marks on his body. All of a sudden, his uncle dies, his father dies, and no one is there to take it up. The person who is knowing about it goes to collect some document from there. His both kidneys are damaged. He also succumbs to death. I don't know how his death has happened. So anyone who will be able to come forward are no more existing. And this issue has again been brought to the notice of the court. Now, the paper report is saying that about a life threat, which says perjury was deliberately and willfully committed by him. The High Court granted stay despite Nagaland police maintaining that perjury was deliberately and willfully committed by him. So the origin of this statement, my transfer petition in High Court and Supreme Court were rejected because of a report submitted by police department saying that there is no life threat existing. The life threat has been compromised between two parties. The report was submitted by police, SP Noklak to the headquarter, and from there, police headquarter has forwarded it to High Court. This report is dated August 16, 2021. I was relieved of Noklak in June itself, June 2021. Now, after this, I approached the High Court under writ petition to verify the veracity of this case, whether such a agreement exists or it's a creation. Now, this is the Government of Nagaland report on this specific issue, where a 3-member committee was formed under the direction of High Court with police, law and justice, and administration. And in this report, it is clearly stating, I will read it for you. Hence, the stance taken by the IGP CID on the such compromise agreement only on verbal confirmation should not be considered, and submission so made by the Cabinet Council shall be null and void of merit. Now, this is the video of KTC President that time, where he is confessing to me he was forced to write a letter of compromise. This also has been submitted to government. Now, the question here is that the report identify Mr. Zeliang of Intelligence Bureau or that of Research and Analysis Wing to be the person purported to be made a call of threat to me. First question is that for a serving DG of a sensitive district, border district, whether this gentleman who is of intelligence has been directed officially to make a threat call. If it is, for what purpose? If not, on what basis police department has taken his name? Because it is very clear in this report. Mr. Zeliang said to have served under SB. I believe his name has been dragged down into this, thinking that no one will actually counter, because this report was never ever given to me. As in case of the current allegation going against me, which I am coming to know from newspaper. In this particular settlement case done by police, I am not aware. The police case is registered by me or on my behalf by Commissioner Nagaland. I am not aware. Everything is settled. I am getting a copy of it only from the High Court when I submitted for reply. Now, how many times? This took me 2 years' time to prove myself. Now, the question of biasness. It is Nagaland State Commission for Women who has submitted the complaint as per the newspaper report. Incidentally, the counsel for Nagaland State Women Commission, who is also the counsel for police department, is the lawyer representing the alleged victims in Tuansang court. And there are written submissions given to the government by some of the people, with copies delivered to me as well, that this lawyer has cherry-picked statements to ensure that things are going in a particular manner. There have been written submissions by many people saying that their name have been dragged into this issue without their consent or knowledge. So the issue for me is not from now. It's from 2017 onwards I am facing this issue. I've been asked multiple times, don't do this much work. The same officer has called me multiple times and said, don't do this much work. Do one and then do it in social media multiple times in newspaper. Nagas doesn't deserve it. Who is he or she to say that to me? It is my decision to how I work. And using these kind of threats, if people think I can be moved out of Nagaland, I'm not willing to go away. Let me prove my point. The attempts in newspaper, irrespective of what has been written here, will be addressed to the well-meaning people of Nagaland. People will be emotionally felt agitated. My request is very simple to all the tribal bodies, all women association, all student bodies, and other people. For this one record fabricated against me, it took me 2 years to prove that it is fabrication. With this case, how long I am going to take, I don't know. So at least allow me time. If I am forced to move out of Nagaland, you all will believe that I have run away or gone absconding from Nagaland because I have actually done something wrong. You will assume, the people will assume that I have done something wrong. Now I know that the next point of action will be to get naming that it is public pressure to arrest me. I am willing to undergo jail. I am prepared this time. I am willing to go to the jail if it comes to that. The attempt is to, on my character, my profession, I am willing to go to any extent this time to ensure that the truth prevails. How many times people can be used in a way that it can be targeted? And I believe this issue is not coming from well-meaning people of Nagaland. It's people from outside Nagaland who has been behind the curtain playing this game. I will expose them through court, through due process, and through other sources. At least for the time being, give me time. And with respect to the advocate who is spearheading this case, who is on behalf of NSCW, let me ask this question. The advocate seems to be having multiple employments. 2013 joined as government teacher, and while serving as a government teacher, 2014 joined in Bar Council. 2020 joined as legal consultant for police department. And the document shows that she has been drawing salary from multiple departments under salary and wage head. As per the document available, which is submitted to the government, salary is being drawn. It is easy to say that it is a unknowing mistake that salary has been drawn from multiple departments or appointment has been done from multiple departments. But it is against the Advocates Act, where it clearly states no full-time other engagement should be there. So how was a teacher serving in Tuansang working in High Court and other courts in Kohima? How a legal consultant in police department is able to work as a teacher in Tuansang? Now the question is, if full salary has been drawn against both the employments, then how was it possible for a person to be at two locations at the same time? And the interesting part, like I said, there are 2 documents fabricated against me submitted in High Court by the same advocate. So now it is for all of you to think what is happening. For a sexual harassment complaint, there is something called due process. The complaint, even if NSCW receives it, should have been given to Internal Complaints Committee, which is existing there in IDAN, also in Secretariat. And the committee should have evaluated it and submitted to police for evaluation. The whole process has been cross-circuited or short-circuited to ensure that a case is filed and fixed. I know that the next thing will be, because of public pressure, we would like to arrest you. Feel free to arrest me. I'm okay. I'm not running away from here. I am going to be in Nagaland. Allow me time to prove myself. That's all I ask from everyone working with me and all. And I have one more thing to say. Some of them are around here only. Every lady working with me has been put into the category of harassed, sexually molested, name of education or anything, child trafficking is happening or not. I was not in a position to speak out about this for quite a long time due to various reasons, which is already highlighted to the court, which I am not able to disclose, but that burden is out from my shoulder. I am willing to speak out this time. I am willing to give the details. Let agencies verify. If what I told is the truth, I cannot be silenced with these kind of tactics anymore. I am willing to speak the truth. That's all from my end. I will give time to you to cross-check any of these documents that is there with me and see that whether I am telling the truth or not. I have nothing more to say on this specific thing. I have clarified about the newspaper report where it is said that High Court has been taken a stand on this. I will be filing a petition in this regard very soon, where the perjury was done by other party, not by me. And they have done perjury to High Court and to Supreme Court also. And any other document that is in my possession, which is relevant to the newspaper report with respect to the perjury and associated aspects, I will be bringing it to the court. And these copies, whichever is needed for you, is available. The photos of this death, the statement made in the public that there has been instances of purported child trafficking happening and the measures that needs to be taken. This is the video of the fabricated document, where the person who signed the document is saying that he was forced to do it for the best interest of the public. Am I a trouble to the public so that a fabricated document of that sort has to be prepared? And who is this people to say that you should go out of Nagaland? Nagas doesn't deserve you. You should not work like this. I work with my own conviction on my own happiness. I am willing to say about the person who said that to me and the person who formed the group to topple the government. I am willing to give that to the intelligence agencies, not to the police department, to intelligence agencies. And if the name of Special Bureau or ROW, Raw Research and Analysis Wing, has been misused by someone to fix their own grudges, that is their concern. Let them bring it out. The documents are all here. All documents are here, including the multiple practices of the lawyer in question. That's all from my end. Thank you.
Itidagiche IAS Reny Wilfred bra alleged sexual assault body clarification dialoga khobor. Itiani mide digital news imani hobo arenika news or updates kan by tegibile site tegibi NLTV.
Nagaland TV, Sop Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.